Hello! I'm hoping that this goes smoothly because I want to show you how I'm envisioning this process of building this plant library that we're going to need to know for class. So what I've done is this is just the first plant on the list. It's number 1, which means nothing, except it's very, very helpful for our list. So please make sure to include the number when you have your data all put together. So I've got the template that I haven't uploaded it to Canvas, but it will be there in Canvas. And it just is blank right here. So obviously we have the name of the plant, the number right there. It's botanical Latin name and family and order affiliations. And then I found these identifying features and all this data from a pile of books. I think most of it you can find online. Please just make sure to credit the source. Yeah, I just put the author there, but I didn't actually do a little APA format at the bottom, which I need to do. So we just want to make sure that we're being responsible as far as not plagiarizing, giving credit to the sources of the information that we find. That's really important. And it's also critically important for the images that we use. So like over here, I'm showing you this, but I also have this open. I'm going to move this guy over a little bit. So this is Creative Commons. This is where I want you to be searching for images. So I went back and I searched Creative Commons for Acer palmatum, which is the botanical name for this plant, and came up with a lot of different images. Now I chose to show, scoot this guy over, some pictures. I mean, Acer palmatum has a lot of different cultivars, and we're just talking about like the general species version. So I just chose whatever I thought was most representative, right? So you get a picture of the leaf in here. This is like a little bonsai version. And then this is just the fact that the leaf color is it varies. And then I showed some of the fruit. I know, like, what? That's a fruit? We're talking botany now. If it's got seeds, it's a fruit. The reproductive structure that holds the seeds of the plant with the leaf shape there. And then this, it kind of gives it away because it's got the name, but also it shows that palmate, like a palm, that palmate leaf structure. So this is all for Acer palmatum, information about the fact that it's a tree and all that kind of stuff, all this stuff that you're supposed to be sharing with us. And so I searched, like I said, Acer palmatum here. Oh, make sure I move this guy out of the way. And came up with many pictures. And if you click on the picture that you want to use, I think that I just dragged it, clicked on it, and then dragged it over into a Word doc. But please also make sure that you capture this, the ability, this is just the reference information for the image, basically. And so if you copy that, then you can paste it over here and make the font go really small, because otherwise it takes up so much space. Yeah, so that's the copyright information there. Now, what I then plan to do with all of this content, and we're going to try to capture this page. Cut. Oops, not that. Sorry. You can tell I didn't rehearse this, right? Oh. Anyway, I'm just going to edit, copy, and now I'm going to show you on Firefox, because I have so many different accounts open. It's crazy. Now yours will look different than this, because this is my Google Drive, and I got to figure out how we're going to all access this and use it. But I'm going to go into this, at least I think I am. I'm going to go into this file that I made, folder rather, that I made, and open up Plant Profiles folder. And then I'm going to create a new document here. Plus new Google Doc. Anyway, this is moving quite slowly. And I also want to show you some information about how to do the presentations. So my computer is a little bit old and tired. And when I ask it to do so many things, it gets slow and sad. Okay, thanks for being patient. We're going to cut and paste right here. Wait, is that going to work? Paste. This will be a computer miracle if it works. Between different browsers and everything. Can technology survive what I need it to do for me? Perhaps not. Let me go away. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, except none of the pictures copied and pasted. So I'll just have to drag those over. Anyway, you get the point. Now, I will save this as, yeah, look at that right there. Although, I don't know, I feel like having the Latin name is going to be a lot better here. So I'm going to change that from number 1 and then the common name, Japanese maple, to Acer palmatum, and then save it. Okay, so we're building up our plant library right there. Now, oops, sorry, that's not what I meant to do. Now I want to show you how you're going to make do these presentations. So I've got Screencastomatic. I'm going to put a link in the in Canvas for this because I find this to be really straightforward. And I have an account through PCC, but it says free for anybody. So until I hear otherwise, I'm going to request that we use this for doing our presentations. So if you click on the record for free, which is what we want, you have 15 minutes to record, but if your presentations take more than 15 minutes, we're all going to fall asleep anyway. So 15 minutes, we hope, would be plenty. So if you click on the record for free, you might as well set up an account too, then it just gives you a little more access to what you've created and stuff. I'm not going to click on here because I already have Screencast-O-Matic open through Google Chrome, and I think it would make my computer explode if I tried to do both. So if you launch the free recorder, it gives you a little window. You can see it right here. Just doing the screen, doing just the webcam, which is just like you talking, or both. And I want us to do both because I want you to learn the plants, but I also want you to feel a little more connected to each other. It's a little hard to create that sense of community when we're all remote, but this is one way that I would like for us to do that. So have both. Just think about where you want your image to be. Like before, it was covering up content that I wanted to show you, so I had to move it. And then you click on Launch the Recorder. I think I mentioned that. You click on both. And then when you click on Record, it gives you a 3, 2, 1, and then you start going. And I think also on the bottom is the Done button. Yeah, it's a little pause button. It's red right now, and it's counting up the time. You'll click on that, and it will ask you if you're done, and then if you want to edit or anything. I am not good at doing these kinds of presentations, and it often takes me like 2 or 3 tries before I actually get what I want to say said. So this is where you would then go back over your file, and you want to be sharing the plant with us. You'll be telling if you have any personal experience, like maybe we have a Japanese maple in the backyard. It grows in a shady area underneath an oak, and it happens to be right nearby a fountain that we have. And it changes color in the season. It loses its leaves in the winter, but even just the bare branches are beautiful. It's a very, very small little shrub. It's not really even a tree so much, but it's a lovely, lovely tree, and apparently very slow growing. And when I checked this online, they were also wickedly expensive. Anyway, so it's just one to add to your portfolio of plants that you can use. And that's all I have to say about that. Hopefully this made it clear.